think I used to have these hanging off the table. I'll have to fix that. That way we don't see the cameras anymore. But for right now, this will do just fine. Alright, well this will have to work. I'll fix it in a bit. Looks like we're live. Alright. Hey, just wanted to test this before we get... Here's your socks. Before we do Deal with the Devil here in about, an hour. We just got Star Wars... the Deckbuilding game, which for some reason was completely off my radar and just got released yesterday, I believe. It seems very Star Realms-ish. If you've ever played Star Realms, Beau has not played Star Realms. But it's a deck building game, right? Why don't you say hi, Beau?
Hi, Beau. You told me to say hi, Beau.
That's true. We do not know how to play this yet, so we were going to kind of just walk through it a little bit.
And while he's doing that...
Kind of like what we're testing.
And while he's doing that, I will be right back.
Great. So, you'll see the game came with... at the local store at Dungeons Gate, we got a pack of sleeves for free with the game, which is kind of cool. I like the back of the sleeves. They match the box. But one thing I'm not sure about is it seems like there's one deck for everyone to draw from, and it has all kinds of cards in it. But one player is Rebels and one player is Imperials. So I'm not sure if you just can't buy the other team's cards or what the deal is. You also have a set of planets that we've got here. So what this says is you set the game up. We do the steps. Choose your faction, Rebel or Empire. I will give everyone one guess which Beau picked. Beau, what'd you pick? Imperial or Rebel?
Imperial.
Yeah, of course you did. AKA the Empire. So, the game came with a few different planets. But they tell you, for learning the game, the Rebel-based deck planets are Dantooine, Hoth, Mon Cala, Sullust, and Yavin 4. The Empire-based deck is Lothal, which is your starting base. My starting base is Dantooine. And your starting base is Lothal. Then you have Corellia, Coruscant, Death Star, and Endor.
The Death Star isn't really a planet. But
I mean,
I guess we're going with it.
That's no moon, right?
Yeah, I guess we're going with it.
Place your starting base face up in front of you. Place your remaining base cards face down underneath it. The order doesn't matter. So you want to put Lothal on top. Put everything else face down like this. See what I'm doing here?
Wait, what?
So all your other planets face down, and then Lothal will be your top one, like that, right? And why don't you play? If you play kind of out here, people will be able to see it.
Okay.
Okay. Then separate the 10 Empire starter cards and the 10 Rebel starter cards. This is your starting deck. So this should be these 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is correct. I got the Alliance Shuttle, some Rebel Troopers, and Temple Guardian.
I basically have the exact same thing. I have 2 Stormtroopers, one Inquisitor, Inquisitor, and like
Inquisitor?
in 7 Imperial shuttles.
Oh. Okay, then it says to shuffle the 90 Galaxy cards.
Oh, what?
Now what it says is
90 cards.
you deal them in a line of 6 across, and that's like the line we'll be able to buy them from, I think. But I'm going to orientate the Empire cards to face you and the Rebel cards to face me. So I think that's what that means, that you can only buy your faction's cards.
Okay, now they can see it. I'm trying to...
The neutral cards will put sideways, they say, so both players can read them. Okay.
Those are the neutral cards.
No, those are Outer Rim pilots. I think those might just always be purchasable.
Wait, there's a bunch of them?
Yeah, they're all the same guy.
The exact same thing.
Alright, there's too many cards here. I'm going to pile shuffle here. So, Beau and I watched the first episode of The Mandalorian Season 3, since that's on topic here.
Hey, what
was your... So, spoilers if you don't want to know anything about it, but what was your favorite part of the first episode?
Probably when they got attacked by the giant crocodile-looking thing with a turtle shell.
Yeah.
Also, while he's shuffling, how about we have a moment with Mo?
A moment with Mo. Okay.
We will be talking about that was actually a little segment of Beau with Mo, but the rest of it, in the Mandalorian movie, don't listen to this part if you don't want to hear the spoilers, but, basically the Mandalorian didn't, took off his helmet, so he is now longer a Mandalorian, and he kind of has to bathe in these waters of Mandalore to turn back into a Mandalorian or something.
Yeah, I mean, that happened at the end of the last season, right?
Uh-huh.
Where,
he took off his helmet.
But apparently, like, that's only some weird rule for some very specific group of Mandalorians.
Yeah, there's other types.
Basically, that that main armorer lady who seems to be in charge.
Also, they tried putting back together IG-88. They had had like half of them, and then he went back to his old software, which made him try to kill the Grogu, and he started crawling across the floor like a maniac towards Grogu.
Those maniacs.
And then they tipped over a statue head on top of him.
So I put the pilot.
And that was a moment with Mo.
So that's an AT-AT, that's you.
Yeah.
Temple Guardian, that's me. Landing Craft, that's you. Rebel Commando, that's me. I did a pretty good job of shuffling. Mon Calamari Cruiser is me. I mean, I guess I'll turn it that way, because...
Kind of.
1, 2, 3, 4. And the Landing Crafts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 cards with the Outer Rim pilots there. And I got my planets. And
the Outer Rim pilots can be either one.
Okay, I'm gonna have to let Beau go off script here for a minute. Not that we have a script anyway. I need to go answer the door. Do you want to get these out and put them into little piles and just, I guess, talk about whatever you want to talk about?
So you just want me to go off and talk about random stuff?
Sure.
Okay. I guess there's a little more extension in the moment with Mo. Today I'm having a sleepover with my friend, and we're having it at my house. He plays this little game called Served that can go on for a very long time, and he can play one card every day. And today he's playing his sleepover card, which will make him be able to play down the card, then be able to have a sleepover with me. And that is that. We're probably going to play this game called Adopt Me on Roblox. I'm really close to getting the Southwestern Asia egg. I know this is getting really off script, but he told me to talk about whatever I want, so I don't really care. now I'm organizing these. Also, me and my friends do this thing called Lego Wars, where we take Legos and like we make our own teammate guys, then we fight each other. It's really fun. And in that, one sec, I gotta do something. And while I'm doing something, I'll talk more about Adopt Me. So in Adopt Me right now, I have a cat, I have a camel, and I will eventually have the Southwestern Asia egg, and then it will hatch into something. But I don't know what it will hatch into yet. And the game's kind of not that realistic because literally my cat hatched out of an egg. My camel hatched out of an egg. It's crazy. So anything can hatch out of the Southwestern Asia egg. I also really like this background on the cards. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll get it closer. I really like this background on the cards. I'm pretty sure red and green don't make yellow, but I guess it goes with it, and it's Darth Vader fighting with Luke Skywalker. And I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. Well, also, apparently these are what we can do on our turns. I didn't really get it at first, but this is what you can do on our turns. It says quick reference, even though I don't think this is that quick. And there's a note at the bottom that says card abilities are optional. You can choose not to resolve them. Okay? Note. And there's the turn sequence, which is even longer. So I accidentally just mixed them back up again, but it shouldn't be too hard to undo. Did you see what I was talking about?
No. What are you talking about down here?
I talked about my sleepover and Adopt Me and all those other games that I play. And I talked about how much I like the card backgrounds.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I need to get a little power bar.
What's a power bar?
A bar that gives me power.
Are you sure it gives you power?
Hey, Beau, say hi to your mom.
Hello. She's calling in on a robot type thing.
On the camera?
Yes. I called it a robot. Also, there's this little white cube that I don't know what it's for. I'll show that to both of the cameras. I don't know what this is for. Okay. I don't know what this is for. If there's a white cube. Then there's another white cube. There's one white cube. That was another segment of Moment with Mo.
Okay. So those are the purple are damage counters, the yellow are resource counters. Okay.
And what's the white one?
That white one goes on here.
Oh, does it like move towards the rebels or the good guys, and like the farther it moves toward one is like who's winning?
It's the balance of the force, it says.
So that's who's winning, right? Or it's the balance of the force?
I'm not sure. So, where's my deck of cards?
They're right there. You just picked them up.
No, this was my hand of cards.
Mine.
Or sorry, this was my planets.
I'm pretty sure you put them back in the deck.
Oh no, did I shuffle my starting cards into the deck?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And back to another segment of Moment with Mo.
So I need Alliance Shuttle, Rebel Trooper, and Temple Guardian. Well, there's Temple Guardian. Oh, it says starter right on it.
In this moment with Mo, I am going to go into the closet.
How come nobody stopped me from doing that?
Farewell.
See you next year. The art on the cards is really great. And they seem to have covered a wide swath of the...
What's a swath?
Like a wide area.
And this is our
or a wide time.
And this is our new segment, Beau in the Closet asking questions.
I'm not sure this one's gonna be a hit, my friend. Ooh, Millennium Falcon.
I don't know what that means.
I hope I get the Millennium Falcon later. We're actually going to Disney next month, and we're going to be all up in the Star Wars land.
Yeah, I will love it. I'm going on that spaceship where you get to be like the shooters, the pilot, and the engineer, and I want to be the shooter or the pilot.
Or the engineer.
No.
Not the engineer?
I don't even know what they do.
No.
Dad, did you ever get the engineer?
I don't remember.
I never got it.
One of them, I think you like shoot some kind of tow cable or something, but I don't remember exactly.
No, I'm pretty sure the tow cable is for the gunner.
Ooh, Cassian Andor.
That's neat.
Which, by the way, Cassian Andor was a fantastic TV show. I currently have one extra dog right now. So he's going to be hanging out down here. Good old Archie.
And currently I'm looking for Archie.
Alright, so the balance of the force track. Place it next to the outer rim pilot stack with the rebel symbol facing the rebel player. Okay, I guess I'll put it that way. Just showing him Archie.
Yes. Archie is a very pleasant dog.
Place the force marker on the space all the way to the rebel side. Ooh, the force is with us, baby. Okay, draw the top 5 cards of the game, and we're ready to begin, it says.
What?
We'll mix your 10 card deck up and draw and draw 5 cards.
Sure. So in two turns our whole deck will be gone?
Well, remember, it's a deck builder, so you're going to keep adding more to it and keep drawing new cards.
Wait, will we ever discard?
So here it shows you the Galaxy deck with a discard, the Galaxy row, the Outer Rim pilot deck. You have your Rebel base. We have the Rebel base, the Empire base. Then we got our deck and the balance of the Force track, which is supposed to be over here, but that's off camera. So we'll just place it right there. So, core concepts. Deck building 101. I want to learn the ways of the Force, says Luke Skywalker. Basically, we're going to start with 10 cards. And like any deck building game, if you've never played one before, you're just going to be buying new cards to add to your deck to shuffle them in to make your deck better. What are you looking for?
My deck holder. That always made it easier.
Your deck holder? You mean the thing? That's going to be hard with sleeved cards. You can why don't you grab one of the silicone trays? They have little card slot in them.
These things?
Yeah, if you want that.
What card slots?
Flip it over. See the little ridges in them?
These?
No, flip it over again. Right there. Where do you think cards could go? Perfect. Okay. The balance of the Force. So this thing says it can skip the scales between us. During the game, it might switch it. The balance of the Force track is used to track the shifting. So some card abilities use the phrase, if the Force is with you. These abilities can be used only when the Force marker is on your side of the track. That's kind of cool. If the Force is in the middle, it's on neither person's side. When you move the Force, it moves towards you on the balance track. If it's already all the way on your side... If the Force is all the way on your side at the start of your turn, you gain 1 additional resource that you can use that turn. Cool. You get more credits. All right. So here's the anatomy of a card, Beau. Look at here. This is how much it costs. So this is how much resources you have to spend to buy it. You'll notice your starting cards say 0 on them, right?
Yes.
Okay. The attack is the little gun. That's how much damage it deals. Resources is how many resources it generates. None of these cards have them on there. I bet your starters do. So see how that's got a credit? That's how much money you make to buy your stuff. The bottom one is a spot for force. That's how much force the card generates. Which nothing out here right now generates force. Then you've got a title. Your value in the bottom left. That's how much it takes to defeat the card while it's in the galaxy row. And then there's a reward for defeating it. Then there's traits, which is in the middle. Flavorful attributes that may be referenced by their cards. And an ability, it tells you what happens with the thing. The bases, it shows you the card type. There's a unique symbol, indicates this card might be unique and may be referenced by other cards. Oh, this little symbol right here. You can't see it. It's a little star next to Dantooine. There's a faction symbol to show which faction. And hit points. The amount of damage it requires to destroy the card while it's in the faction's play area. So, the Mon Calamari Cruiser has 6 HP. Your Lothal base has 8 HP. Okay? It's weird that it hasn't explained how you win the game yet. Okay? Faction affiliation. There's 2 factions. I think we understand that. You can only buy your own faction's cards. We can both buy neutral cards. Okay. I bet you will. So you get to take the first turn, followed by me, and we go back and forth. Okay, let's just step through it. The beginning of your turn. First, if you do not have a base, because I destroyed it, look at your remaining base cards and choose one to make your new base. Alright, well you have a base, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Next, if the force is all the way to your side, gain 1 resource by taking a resource counter. Which, those are the yellow symbols, right? The yellow ones, right?
Yeah.
Purple is damage. Okay. Then, gain resources from each capital ship you have in play. Early in the game, you will not have any capital ships. So, I mean, I think that's probably based on... Oh, I guess I don't see any out there. Gain resources from the capital ships. To gain resources for a card, take the resource counter from the supply equal to the card's resource value. Resources you gain on your turn are called your resource pool. Okay, on your turn, you do any of the following in any order you want, as much as you want. Play a card, buy a card, use a card ability, commit to an attack, resolve an attack, end your turn. So you can play a card, take it out of your hand and put it face up. It's now in play. After you play a card, collect the resources. Then move the force marker. Once a card is in play, you can use its ability and or commit it to an attack. Unit cards remain in play until the end of your turn. Each of your capital ship cards remain in play until its damage is done.
That's not a hug.
Okay, so units stay in play just to the end of the turn. Capital ships
That's fine.
stay in play until they die. You just got hugged and kissed on a live stream, Beau. How do you feel about that?
So did you.
Yeah.
Love you. I put all
Love you
the
too.
kennels and arches down here. He would
Alright.
be happy to go lay on the bed though.
So,
Good boy.
why don't you start playing your cards? Your starting cards are pretty much all easy, I think, right? They're all just going to probably give you money. I mean, that's what all mine do.
None of mine do that. Wait, what's money? Is money the little boxes?
Yeah.
Well, not all of mine do money. What is the... Oh, attack.
Can I leave this open now or close?
Okay. Well, play cards. Come on. We'll play them, and I'll tell you what they do.
Okay, I'll do my thumb. Okay.
I think you pretty much just play them all, and then we'll figure it out.
Sure. Play.
Okay, Stormtrooper. That's an attack.
To attack.
Okay. Well, let's save attacking yet, because we're not sure about that.
Okay.
Keep playing cards. You can just leave them out in front of you.
Do that.
Okay. That gives you $1. So you take a yellow cube for that.
Do that.
Yep.
Do that.
Take another yellow cube. People can't see your cards. Let's put them over here. So Imperial Shuttle, Stormtrooper, Imperial Shuttle. So you should have three cubes.
And then
What's your last card?
Buddha.
Okay, so you basically made $4, and you have 2 attack. So now I think you can use those cubes to buy. So you can buy things from the Galaxy row.
How do I know how much?
Or the Outer Rim. It's the yellow number in the corner. So you could buy a landing craft. You do not have enough for an AT-AT. So you could skip buying probably.
I'll skip buying.
And save for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip buying.
Cards in the Galaxy row. You could also buy a pilot. He makes you 2 money, which is better than your cards that make you 1 money, and then you'd be able to buy more stuff later.
Bid for tuna.
To purchase a card, spend the resources. Then you put it in your discard.
Bid for tuna.
Yeah, we all knew that. So you immediately reveal cards. To use a card ability, indicate your opponent, resolve the ability. When resolving, perform as much of the effect as you're able. You can use the ability of each card. Hit once. Card abilities can be used the same turn it was played. Tap it. Sorry, slightly tilt it. Since you can't tap it, that's magic.
Wait, what?
Alright, here's commit to an attack. You don't have any abilities, so you can use your units and capital ships to attack your opponent's base, which may be protected by This is kind of like Star Realm. So you can have ships that will protect your base. Additionally, you can use your units to attack enemy cards in the Galaxy row through either sabotage for the rebels or bounty hunting for the Empire. I don't know what that means. To commit your cards to stand against enemy base, group them together in your play area to indicate they are doing so. To commit units to a bounty hunting or savage, place them in the target card.
Dad,
okay.
Does my Stormtrooper attack yours? Wait.
Your Stormtrooper can attack Dantooine, I believe.
Okay, I'll attack it.
Each card you haven't played.
Doesn't it do like 2 damage or something?
Yeah. Give me a card. Okay.
Imagine an actual bid.
Note that committing a card attack does not cause the attack to resolve immediately. This because.
Wait, do these things go back to my deck? Do these things go?
They'll go to your discard pile for now.
But will they go back in my deck at the end?
Yeah.
Once I spend all my cards. Now do I just draw? Now do I just take the rest of my deck?
Yes. And then.
This is the discard pile.
Yeah. Resolving attacks. Okay. So resolving an attack against an opponent's base. Total the attack value of all the units and ships you've committed to the attack. Take that many damage counters. The total is the amount of damage you deal to your opponent. The damage must be dealt and applied to the following. You have to destroy all the capital ships before you can damage the base. When a capital ship has damage counters equal to or greater than its hit points, it's destroyed.
Wait, are these capital ships?
And placed in its... I don't think so, because those don't have hit points on them.
Are these capital ships?
Or maybe they do. Maybe that's what that number is.
Oh, these aren't capital ships. Bid for tuna.
I was trying to figure that out. Oh no, this is how much it takes to defeat it while it's in the Galaxy row. This is so the Mon Calamari Cruiser is a capital ship. I can use that to defend my bases. So you have to destroy those completely. They go to the discard. If your opponent has more than one capital ship in play, you decide how the damage is distributed. If there's anything remaining after destroying...
Booga, put it
let's see. After you destroy ships, then you can deal damage to the base. Base damage is there until you repair it. When the number of damage counters on the base is destroyed...
Bid for tuna.
When it's destroyed, you place it at the end of your balance of the force track. This is your victory pile. Return each damage counter. Then they get a new base. If you overkill a base, you can't apply it to the next base.
You can apply it?
Can't. After resolving an attack against the opponent's base, keep the cards that participate in the attack in a group until the end of the turn. This is to remind you that they've attacked and you cannot commit them to a second attack. Alright, here's bounty hunting and sabotage. This is something new that I've not seen before. Their thematic names were the same type of attack. So you must bounty hunt and I must sabotage.
What?
But they're the same thing. You can attack the other person's cards in this row. And when you do, you can gain the reward on the other side of them. And then I'm going to guess that stops them from being able to actually buy those cards. So we have a target value. And that's why this number is right side up for me. 4. See how that 3 is right side up for you and that 5?
But I need that AT-AT. So don't.
I can destroy that AT-AT if I can attack it for 6, I think.
I would kill it.
So, to resolve it, first target a card in the galaxy row from the opposing faction. Total the attack value of all units. If that total is equal to or greater than the target value of the card, it's successful. Discard it from the row and replace the card from the top card of the galaxy deck. Lastly, you may choose to receive the reward. Capital ships cannot be committed to a bounty hunting or sabotage attack. So you can't attack them with so capital ships cannot attack the row. Extra attack is lost.
But what can attack the row?
Like your Stormtrooper, yeah. Damage is not placed on cards targeted. Oh, and so damage counters will never go there. You always have to have enough damage to kill it in one attack.
Oh, so you're gonna have to have
After
6.
a bounty, hunting, or sabotage, keep the cards. Perfect. End of turn. When you have done all that you want or able to, your turn is over. Discard all your unit cards. Then return your base and each capital ship you haven't played to their proper orientation. Next, discard any cards that remain in your hand and return any resources. So you can't keep resources between rounds.
I have the greatest idea.
So, Beau, you can't return resources during rounds. So do you want to... You have to get rid of your 2 counters. Do you want to buy the landing craft instead of buying the Outer Rim pilot, or do you want to buy 2 Outer Rim pilots?
I don't want to buy 2 Outer Rim pilots. I don't.
Well, you can't keep. It says you can't keep resource counters between rounds. So you have to spend everything you get. Which is weird. Like in most deck building games, they don't give you things to count out your money. You just say like, "This is how much money I have. I'm gonna buy the things." I figured since you got cubes, you could keep them, but you can't. So do you want 2 of him? Which, I mean, that will help you buy this faster.
Sure.
Okay, so he goes in your discard. Just put it over there. Finally draw 5 cards from your deck. You've done that. If you have 0 cards remaining when you need to draw a card, that's when you'll shuffle your cards up again. Winning the game. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. Destroy 3 bases to win the game. As soon as the 3rd base is destroyed, that's the end of the game. Here's additional rules. I'm going to ignore that for now because I don't think we need it. And here's a quick reference in case I need that for... Oh, here, turn sequence. Perfect. At the start of your turn, gain credits from your capital ships in play. If the force is all the way to your side, get a thing. Oh, well, since that starts here, I get $1. I guess it pays to be the rebels. Alliance shuttle, Alliance shuttle, Alliance shuttle, Alliance shuttle. So I'm gonna get. I have $6. I'm gonna buy the Mon Calamari cruiser. Now, when I buy a capital ship, I don't remember. When I buy a capital ship, does everything I buy go into my thing?
Much, but why are you asking me?
Yeah, doesn't matter. They all go in here. So, Mon Calamari cruiser into my discard pile. I'm done.
My turn?
I immediately replace it. TIE bomber for you.
Wait, what? Oh, yes. Wait, what does it do? Oh, that's only 2. Oh, yes.
It only costs 2, and its ability says discard 1 card from the galaxy row.
Oh, so I could discard 1 of your guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I have the greatest idea. I need this TIE bomber.
Well, play your cards.
I'm just playing those 2 first, and I'm gonna choose to give him 1+ gun so I can kill him.
it takes. Oh, okay. So you're playing the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor can be a gun, a money, or a force.
So and he has 2. So one.
So you're playing those 2 guys to kill the rebel commando.
Yes.
Okay, he's discarded.
Then Imperial shuttle, 1 plus money. Another Imperial shuttle, 1 plus. How?
Oh, this is a generic one. Both of us can buy that one.
I don't want it. I want
The Z95 Headhunter.
Well, I'm gonna break it.
Oh, I guess Cam and Tim are here. So we're probably going to have to cut this short. But we know how to play now. And we'll be live streaming Deal with the Devil soon. Well, I think you're gonna like this one, I think.
Don't say anything naughty. What? Oh, you guys playing Star Wars Deck Builder? Cool.
I was in the closet.
Yeah, this game is tight.
Fun?
I mean, it's basically just like Star Realms.
You were hiding out in the closet,
But it's Star Wars, and I mean it's your basic deck builder. You're trying to blow up 3 of the other person's bases, and you can buy these capital ships that will block, like protect your base, and they all do abilities. But something you can do that I don't remember in Star Realms if you could do it, is you can attack the other player's cards in the card row and like kill them. So like this number is a 4. Like if I don't want him to have that, I can attack that with 4 attack power.
So
like
the deck
like
is
he
like
killed my rebel commando. Yeah, like
rebels and
he can only buy these and I can only buy these, and we both can buy the.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah, that's not a thing. Because Star Realms, you can just buy any card.
Yeah, I know you can buy any card and like.
Poor Boys Podcast.
And they have.
What?
The Poor Boys Podcast.
That's the.
All right, guys, I'm going to shut this stream down, and we will have the Deal with the Devil one up here in a little bit. Thanks.
Poor Boys Podcast.